Hello and welcome to Destination Alaska with Princess Cruises. Today it is my absolute pleasure to tell you all about this phenomenal place and what it means to travel with Princess. Alaska is really a bucket list experience with some of the most incredible wildlife, scenery, and people that you'll meet anywhere in the world. And if you're traveling here with Princess, we have you covered. We are the #1 cruise line in this region, and there's so many reasons for that. We take more guests here each year than anybody else, and we are constantly winning awards for our itineraries and programs. We have so many options available to you, round trips, one ways. There's different ports that you can depart from across Canada and the US. And whether you're doing a cruise only or one of our cruise tours, which are our land and sea holidays, rest assured you really are in the very best of hands if you're traveling with Princess. There are sort of three main reasons that people travel to this area: the wildlife, the glaciers, and the national parks. So whether you're interested in seeing the big five, up in those northern national parks, some of the incredible glaciers that have to offer, or to stay in one of our 5 owned and operated Princess Wilderness Lodges up in the national parks, we have an option available to you. And no matter which time of the year you're planning on traveling, there is going to be something amazing to see and do. So whether you're traveling in those shoulder seasons, early or late in the season, it's going to be a little bit more affordable. The weather will change, and what you're looking at will also change. Or if you're traveling in those sort of peak season months, where you've got those beautiful, long, warm days, and different wildlife to see, there will be something special for your trip. If you're traveling in the later part of the season, you might also get a chance to see the aurora borealis, or the northern lights, which truly is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Something that makes Princess so special is our North to Alaska program. And this program will bring the experience of the destination on board to fully immerse our guests in this incredible land. We have rangers who will come on board to add commentary and give those personal insights to the national parks, including through Glacier Bay. We've got locals such as the burly lumberjacks who will teach you how to throw an axe. We've got local musicians, and we even have really inspiring stories, such as from Libby Riddles, who was the first female Iditarod to win the dog sled race. We also bring the flavours of Alaska on to our ships, up into the national parks, on our shore excursions, and also on our rail experience. So no matter which part of the destination you're experiencing, rest assured you will be able to indulge yourself in the incredible local flavours from this area. Alaska is built around the fishing industry, and the seafood in this area is to die for. So if you're visiting some of the incredible places ashore, such as Tracy's King Crab Shack, or you're doing one of the shore excursions, like the affiliation with the Deadliest Catch, or you're indulging on board in one of our restaurants, we really do have this amazing seafood to indulge in. You can also do things like cook my catch, so you can go and fish yourself and bring it on board so that our chefs will cook it for you. We also have something for everybody. So Alaska is quite an active destination. So whether you're traveling as a solo, a couple, or a family, there are options for you. We have incredible partnerships that will bring this amazing place to life for the kids, and they can even join our Junior Parks Ranger program, or indulge themselves in one of the really active family experiences for our shore excursions, so that they're also, taking in the destination and bringing it to life. There are some amazing ports to visit, but some of the main ones that you'll see in this area on most itineraries is places like Juneau, which is Alaska's capital. So There are options that you can do that are really active. You can go and do some bucket list experiences like, hiking on glaciers or helicopter flights, dog sledding. But there's some also sort of slower paced options available. So you can just walk off the ship and enjoy the town, or take in the sights in the cable car. Ketchikan is another really popular port, especially known for the lumberjack experiences. So you can go and take in a show and see some of the amazing things that they get up to. You can take a walk off the ship straight along the really gorgeous historic Creek Street. There's scenic flights, and there's some really amazing fishing options that you can do too. You really are spoiled for choice in terms of shore options there. We also have Skagway, which has a really nice gold rush history. And once again, there is a diverse range of options available. So whether you're looking at doing things on your own at a slower pace, taking in, the scenic rail journeys that are available on the historic trains there, you can go and visit a dog sled camp, or you can take in hiking trails and so much more. Icy Strait Point is another really cool place. There's, ATV experiences. There's some really incredible native historic centres that you can visit. So you can go and see these really beautiful totem poles, or you can do some more active things like this zip lining experience that you see. We also have some really amazing scenic cruising. So in general, we have 2 scenic cruising options available on most of our itineraries, and all of the Voyage to the Glaciers cruises that we offer, which are one of our most popular itineraries, will include 2 scenic cruising options, including 1 visit to Glacier Bay National Park. Now, getting into our wilderness lodges. So people, they think of cruising in Alaska, but they don't always think about adding on the land component. And with Princess, you can actually book this as one experience. So Princess own and operate 5 lodges up in the national park area. And to take you up there, we actually have our very own direct to wilderness rail experience. So this is just a seamless same-day service that will take you from Whittier, which is the port closest to Anchorage, all the way up into the Denali area. And we've got glass-domed carriages, there's dining areas, there's open viewing platforms, so you can really soak up the scenery and enjoy your time up there. This is a highlight of so many guest experiences, so one to look out for. It is predominantly booked on our Denali Explorer options, but is available on some of the other cruise tours too. Denali is a fantastic location, so nestled overlooking the river there, and with the beautiful Denali in the background, this incredible mountain, which is 6,000 metres above sea level, really offers spectacular views. And once again, there are so many options available, no matter what your fitness or interests are. There are incredible land experiences for you, but it really is just such a massive national park. Even if you were just to wander, through the beautiful scenery, it's still an incredible place. Highly recommend looking at doing, 2 nights at these lodges so that you can really take in some of the incredible options to do there. We've got Copper River, which is one of our smaller lodges. So this only has 85 rooms, and it's especially well known for its beautiful 2-story glass windowed dining area inside. This particular place is surrounded by mountains. There are glaciers close by. It's located on the river, so lots of aquatic based activities available here. But there's also, still quite active options as well as hiking trails, and it really just is a gorgeous setting. Mount McKinley is another one of our beautiful locations. So Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge has this beautiful treehouse observatory. There's outdoor fire pits. There's so many great options to do. And this is the most well-known for the hiking trails, as it is on the doorstep of the Denali Mountain. So again, in this particular location, you would be best to spend 2 nights here if time permits. Kenai is another one of our more boutique locations, so only 86 little cabin-style accommodation options here, and each one is complete with its own wood fire burning stove. And these own personal verandas. This is a really romantic location, and the river in this area is kind of like a turquoise colour, really spectacular, and once again in close proximity to glaciers, so it lends itself well to those aquatic-based activities. Then last but not least is Fairbanks. So the Fairbanks Princess Riverside Lodge, again, just an incredible place to visit. And this is a more authentic Alaskan hotel style property. So each stay here of 1 night includes a cruise on board this paddle steamer that you see, and stays of 2 nights or more. Also includes a gold dredge shore experience. So Fairbanks, the town itself, was actually founded on mining. So really, 2 important activities to experience up here. As I mentioned, this is one of the places where you have the best chance of seeing the Northern Lights. So if you are headed there sort of mid to late August through to September, you have the chance to view this phenomenon. So our cruise tours, they're all combined with a 7-night Voyage of the Glaciers cruise. They have the option on some of them to do the Scenic rail on board the Direct Wilderness train, and they include a combination of lodges. We do have 23 different types available and 5 different styles. So the different types that we have, we've got the Denali Explorer, which is our most popular. So this has stays of 3 to 6 nights. We have some inclusions in this in terms of tours and things, and as I said, most of them have the Direct Wilderness rail experience included in this. Then we've got the Off the Beaten Path, which tends to include stays in Kenai or Copper River. So for people to take the path less travelled. There are some inclusions in these tours as well. They tend to be for people who are looking to explore something a little bit different. We have our Connoisseur range, which is our most inclusive option, and these also are fully escorted. There is more sightseeing included and more meals and things like that as well. And then we've got your On Your Own. So this is really for your independent travellers. They are our most cost-effective option, but the inclusions are slightly less. But we do have a wide range of itinerary choices available, visiting all of the national park lodges. And then new for us, for 25 and 26 programs, we have our national park cruise tours, which are proving to be really popular. So these visit more of the national parks in this area, and the land stay is between 2 and 8 nights. Once again, paired with a 7-night Voyages of the Glaciers cruise. So really, really comprehensive tours and great for those active travellers. So this is just a snapshot of where these places are located. So you can see there we have Denali, Mount McKinley, Kenai, Copper River and Fairbanks. So if you're looking for a cruise-only experience, we have options ranging from 4 to 22 nights round trip and one way from multiple ports, both in the US and Canada. And if you are looking at doing a cruise tour, which is, if you have the time, something we would always recommend, the cruise tours range from 10 to 17 nights, including the 7-night Voyage of the Glaciers cruise. And you can depart from either Fairbanks in the north, Anchorage or Vancouver, and you can do cruise or the land component first. So just a little snapshot of our itineraries here. So if you're looking for the cruise only between 4 and 7 nights, just a little sampler if it's an add-on to maybe a different holiday, either in Canada or the US. Something a bit more inclusive if you're not looking to get up into the national parks. We've got those 10 to 22 night itineraries, which will have a much more comprehensive and port heavy experience. And then our cruise tour examples there. So the 7-night cruise portion remains the same. And then it's just the land component which changes. And as I mentioned, we've got 23 different ones. So really best to speak to your travel agent or do a lot of research to figure out what is the best type, style, and itinerary for you. On the cruises, we offer these incredible bundles. So if you are looking to have a more inclusive experience on board the cruises, we do have our Princess Plus package for 65 AUD per person per day, which is a savings of over 65%. So you've got your Wi-Fi, which is unlimited, your drinks package. We've got the unlimited juice bar, you can have desserts, fitness classes, and there's also 2 casual dining options included, as well as your Ocean Now, which is your on-demand delivery service and room service. And then we've got our Princess Premier, which is all of the plus inclusions and more for only $95 per person per day. Both of these packages are fantastic because you can lock them in pre-cruise in Australian dollars because our ships up in Alaska are actually in USD. So it's nice to have all of this prepaid and not have to think about anything else to pay on board the ships. And I'm pleased to announce that our Alaska 26 program has recently gone on sale. So you now have just a skerrick of departures left if you can leave shortly to travel over to Alaska for 24. We've got our full 25 and 26 season all on sale. So just a couple of highlights for the program for 26. We have our newest ship sailing in this area, which is Star Princess. So she's going to be making her debut in Europe early in 25, and then she'll be doing her season in the Med and heading over to the US. And joined with Star Princess is another 7 ships. So it is almost half our fleet, which will be sailing in Alaska for the Alaskan program for 26. So you're spoilt for choice, no matter which ship that you join. We also have 89 visits to Glacier Bay National Park, making Princess the most visited in this area for 26. And as I mentioned, we've got our new national park cruise tours, which are just proving to be so popular. So if you really are, an active traveler that enjoys that scenery, those hiking options, and, just some of the amazing wildlife which is up there, this might be the right choice for you. We do also have our early bird benefits, so please contact your travel agent or have a look at some of our promotional material to see if you can capitalize on any of these great offers. Travel agents often also have their own offers, so you please reach out to your local contact and see what they can offer you on top of the deals that we have. Well, thank you so much for your time. and coming to check out Alaska with Princess Cruises. We hope to see you on board one of our incredible ships soon.